Welcome. Today we've dropped back out to Central Engineering to catch up with Stu Langford, find out how he's getting on with his GT4000ESI. Last year, Stu, you bought a GT4000, which we have here.
Yep.
How's that been going for you?
Goes pretty good.
Yep.
Goes pretty good.
So what sort of things have you been running off it?
It's mainly just used for charging the batteries on the solar system. Don't often run stuff direct off it. But no, it does good. Just does probably most mornings during the winter. It might do about an hour in the morning just to bring the batteries up before we start work, and after that the solar takes care of the rest. On wet days you might have to fire it up again for an hour or so during the day at some stage if you're doing quite a bit of welding work and not much income from the panels.
Obviously this is made to be a portable machine. How do you find moving it around? Do you find it heavy, or is it?
No, it's easy as. You can pick it up and carry it, or pull the handle out and drag it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. People, when they think about generators, obviously noise is a big part of the equation. Where they're trying to think, is this going to work for their house? Or how have you found the volume of this? Has it been disruptive to your workplace?
No, it's not too bad. You know it's going, but it's not something that annoys the heck out of you. Yeah.
So you can have a conversation still with your workers while this is running?
Yeah, I wouldn't go and sit on it while I'm trying to talk to them because I'm deaf as a post, but no, you've got as gold, yeah. Not too bad.
Yeah, good stuff. So what sort of tools do you run in your workshop here? So obviously your GT's running some of the time and some of the time it's not.
Oh, well, 5 or 6 welders. Bandsaw is probably the one that kicks it around the most. If you, I tend to try not to run, like I've got 2 inverter systems running through the workshop, so if we're charging the batteries it's off one inverter. So I'll tend to use the other system because certainly when you kick something like a bandsaw into gear, it puts a heck of a surge of power going back through the system, and that does affect the generator. Yeah. Sometimes it'll kick it out, sometimes it doesn't. But so yeah, just try and avoid that. But it's like most power tools, it doesn't really matter too much at all. Like the jug or something like that's all good. Doesn't matter. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. As far as running time goes, over the last, I think it was 18 months you've had this machine. Yeah. How many tanks of fuel, or do you know roughly how many hours you've done with the machine?
Trying to work that out the other day. It's probably done 100 hours, something like that. Yep. Maybe close to that. And
again, you use it like in the winter, especially sort of on a daily basis?
Yep. Most of the mornings in the winter I'd fire it up in the morning. If the batteries need charging or not, I'd still do it. It's always good to start the day with some decent batteries to battery charge, otherwise you'll wind up sort of having to get it going during the day. So yeah, I normally get it going before we start work so it's not disrupting it while it's going.
Yeah, sure. So as far as power systems here, so you've got a couple of different off-grid inverters.
Yes.
And do they all work with the GT? Like, what are you running out here?
Right, well I was running, initially I was running a Must inverter, one of them cheap Chinese ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant little inverter, but I couldn't get it to take a lot of charge through the generator. Whatever we did, it would, we could only get it would charge in at about 52 volts for a 48 volt system. And then we put a Victron one on, and really that's where the Victron's strong point is it can take up about 59 volts in, so we get good charge going into the batteries from that. I've recently bought a grow watt inverter, and the reason I bought that was because it's got a higher PV, open PV comes in, so it starts charging the batteries a whole lot earlier in the morning. Like as soon as it's daylight it starts to put charge in, whereas the other one you've actually got to get sun on it. So that's made a big difference there, but the generator on that one was much the same as the Must. It wouldn't really take a lot of current in, but we did discover if you flick the panels off, so there's no signal from the panels, then it would go up and put up about 57, 58 volts, and so it's quite reasonable on that one.
As far as thinking about this machine and what it's cost you and in keeping your system running here, do you think it's been good value for money?
Oh, top value for money. Yep. Excellent. Yep.
And so you'd recommend this product to other people?
Yeah. Yep. There's not much about it I don't like.
As far as small generator versus big generator, what are your thoughts around that? Like, why go for a 4,000 and not an 8 or a 10 kVA sort of generator? What's the?
I think it's portability probably more than anything. I don't know if there's a huge amount of fuel difference. There is a bit. Like certainly if you want to take it out on site and run a few welders off it direct, something like the big one's definitely an advantage. But for what I'm doing, this does everything I want. It's yeah, because I don't very rarely drive stuff directly off it.
bit of a side topic, but can you tell us what you do out here? Like, I know we sort of covered part of that in the last video, but what sort of things are you actually building at Central Engineering?
Oh, well, we build the old traffic truck. Probably, I think it's about number 53 or 54 or something like that.
Yeah.
And a bit of heavy, like, transport stuff. We're building, like, a drawbar for a trailer on the beach there. We've done a drawbeam on a truck. Probably done 4 or 5 or 6 of them so far. We have put tipping bodies onto trucks, one onto a brand new UD and another on a couple of ex-milk tankers and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, quite a variation of stuff.
So if people were looking to get hold of you, what's the easiest way to do that?
Oh, call me.
Yep.
027 5419 222.
Yeah, good as gold. Hey, Stu, I'd like to thank you for your time and your feedback on the GT4000ESI. And again, if you'd like to find out more information, you can contact us at Proline. Thank you.